today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
His game last week reminded me of the old song.
Here's Chubb on the read option. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. The hat trick +1. 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him. And next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a Bronco.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Isaiah Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the air. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 2nd down. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. Ooh, the juke. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year, and the Browns add on to their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll decide to keep this once more. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Cards going to call it. Here's Chubb on the read option. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's the option. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And just shutting him off there.
a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Here's Chubb on the read option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start by running the option to the right. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, whether the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards. But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. got through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. gun. It's a give to Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep running.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month.
tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 24 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to pick up. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku, and he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
6 yards left on 2nd down. He's going to try and do this himself. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the air. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying. begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me,
they'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
there is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Second down and inches. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball on that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go. Dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now he'll try to run with this. Evades the tackler and now some space. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete to Bryant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And Malik Reed there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked out, went in, and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
What's the deal, dog?
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Gets past one man. A solid stiff arm. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
I came to watch this shit.
It's going to wind up incomplete.
I disliked. Bye.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Uses the stiff arm. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Second and 6. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it... They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy... They'll try to run with Hunt. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Browns, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take